I think it's family.
Yeah.
Is there any questions so far? Don't be shy. Anybody? What's the meaning of life, Ray? I don't know. Anybody?
Are you double bass a lot? Are you doing double bass?
And during what?
The rolls in the middle with all that bass rolling going on while you're doing the other stuff?
I use a lot of double kick. Even when I'm single kicking, like I use a lot of double kick just because, again, the pronunciation. You know, a lot of, the chances are if you're hitting 3 notes in a row, if I'm going, right, and I go, 2 kick drum, hear the power difference?
Yeah.
I can still play. You're always going to have 1 note. You know, I'd much rather hear, right? Because you can hear every single note pronounced. So even in my fills, if I'm doing 2s and 4s, I almost always use double kick. Even if I'm doing, you know, 4s. And I'm trying to separate that. You know, our legs are much bigger than our arms, right?
Yeah.
So it's that, it takes that, it's a balance issue, you know. But I love using double kick just because it just pronounces so much. You get so much cool, like. You know, get a nice flam on there. Power, right? More of a power hit.
Speaking of that, Ray,
Yeah.
let's cut the crap.
Yeah?
DLR.
DLR?
Yeah.
What?
Do you have any?
Zippity bop! Everybody go put the cigarettes in the Even if you don't smoke, let me tell you something. Yeah, I played for David Lee Roth for 8 years, and everybody here a hockey teacher? You guys here? Yeah, even the young kids. Speaking of double bass, you know, we used to open with a hockey teacher every night for 8 years. So it's like a jogger running a 26K. You know, you're not gonna just like eat a cheeseburger and go run 26 miles. You know, so you had to really like train yourself and really, you know, I love sweets. I eat pie every day. I'm free. I have ho-hos on my rider. That's all I have. But it's like you try to before you go do something like this, like the DLR gig. It's a lot of dexterity, a lot of stamina. If you're opening a song, like I'll play you the intro with Hockey Teacher, everybody knows, I don't have the thing on track, but the intro is like. So if you're opening the night with that, there's no way you're going to be not warming up properly or not, you know, you got to stretch a little bit, you know. So make sure you guys are doing proper stretching. Don't do these things too much. Or if you're going to do them, don't bend back too far. Bad for the carpal, right? I do this thing where I clasp over my head like this. I kind of do that thing and reach towards the sky. Gently, you can feel all those muscles, you know, and then this way, same way, clasping the back, you know. Do mouth stretches. I hit my my apprentice practice pad. You like that? I hit my apprentice practice pad every show before. No, I do use those actually. Great pads. But I do warm-ups. I do flams. I do flam taps. I run through like 10 of the 26 rudiments with a click track. I have a little piece of crap, $8 metronome that I bring backstage. And you got to warm yourself up. You know, we're putting these objects in our hands. You got to let your arms know something's coming. You know, we're not sitting there with the guitar going, you know. The only thing they get is metal neck, right, from doing it. But like, we're drumming so physical, you know, we have to, you know. So that song, for those of you who don't know, here's the 50-cent version. We also did this small little hit that goes like this. right?
Yes.
Went on, yeah, it's not a small one. But went encore with that song every single night, right? I had to play to a click track. We didn't have a keyboard player, so I was the keyboard player hitting play on the sampler. So very important, your timing. There's no way I can rush that or speed up or slow down. I got to be right on the click. So very important, you guys, use a click track, like not 100%, but like maybe 60%. You don't want to rely on it all the time because your internal clock has to be built up as well, you know. So, did I answer your question, sir, about the double?
Yes, thank you very much.
The point is incorporate it, but be smart with it. You don't want it to overkill. You know, you could really kill a song, you know, by doing it, you know. My friend auditioned for Britney Spears, and he goes, man, I had it, man. I was grooving, everything was awesome. And then I go, what happened? He goes, well, I started doing this thing at the end. I go, can you show me what you did? And I swear to God, he was doing this super, like, he's doing this, like, all this creep, stick on the snare on the high. They made him do an improv solo, and he's doing all this, like, crazy one-hand, you know, rim. And I said, well, what happened? He goes, well, she was singing, and at the end of the song, I started doing this. I swear. Yeah, he showed me the pattern. It's so cool. I put it in one of my Korn songs. But it's this thing. He did that at the end of a Britney song. And the whole band just went. And they just finally told him, like, thank you very much. We're going to keep looking, but thank you. That's a badass beat, right? It's cool, but not in Britney. So my point is, play the fill that pertains to the gig. Britney's Pat Boone, Debbie Boone Central. Come on. Whatever, I don't know. That's not even oops, I did it again. I don't even. Back to the metal. Does anybody, you said somebody played Goodbye here?
Well, we all tried to play it.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
We got Tori and Jordan. We had like an ensemble practice.
Oh, cool.
A guitar player and a bass player. But yeah, I think it was Colin who stopped. Like when the solo came up.
Okay.
We just stopped and waited.
I'll give you a real quick story about that song. Bob Ezrin, who produced, you know, Pink Floyd The Wall, Kiss Destroyer, Alice Cooper, I mean, you name it, he's got a See Other Side resume. It's like, there's too many. So he told me to do some I taught a PIT up in Hollywood for a while, right? So I was playing the groove. First of all, the groove, 16th notes, everybody knows, right? In the chorus, it's this on the hi-hat. All I did is move it to the ride cymbal so it breaks it up. And I'm moving around. I'm not just playing. I'm moving around. I'm hitting the shoulder of the stick on the ride. I'm hitting the bell. I'm hitting the hi-hat here, the bell, opening it. Right? Different accents to make it a little bit more groovier, right? So Bob Ezrin, we're in the studio, and Bob goes, play some of that PIT stuff you do. I'm like, what's that? You know, and he's doing this like, with his hands. So I mimicked him, and that's the first take you hear on the record. I tried to do that 18 more times, no exaggeration. When I did that, I did that solo, and they all stood up and went like this, field goal, and I went, yeah, that's cool. Let me get it now. I got an idea. Let me just execute it right properly. And they let me do it 18 more times and kept the first one. So there's an energy and a fire on there that, yeah, so be careful, because sometimes the first thing you play is the stuff they keep on the record. So I'm going to play it to the track, and then I'll break it down for those of you who check it out. This one's a way different frequency, David. My friend Toshi played it.
Quieter or louder?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
Yeah, it's a surprise. how did you do that just improvising and not play the same thing twice? And how did you go from the 16th on the China to the triplet? You know, it's building a vocabulary in your head, I think, you know. You gotta build up a certain amount. Everyone always says, like, I'm out of drum fills, I don't know what to play. I'm like, that's impossible. You can't run out of drum fills, it's not possible. If you take a bar of 16 notes, 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E into, execute the crap out of them, you got 500 fills right there. You know what I'm saying? Just by putting. Whatever, like, just write them out on a piece of paper. So that's what happens to me. Like, I used to be a session guy, and I used to go on the spot, like, just improvise a solo right now. Like, uh-oh, what do? I only know 5 licks, you know? So you start building this vocabulary in your head. How do you do that? Listen to a ton of stuff. I don't care if you're a metalhead or if you're a big band polka freak. You know, the jazzers out there, listen to the metal, listen to reggae. You know, the ska freaks, listen to metal, listen to jazz, listen to country. I used to make fun of country all the time. I used to go, oh wow, this is really hard. Next song. It's very involved. Country is very involved, and it's very important for a drummer to play and understand it, understand what's going on. So never laugh at any style of music or genre. I mean, the new Korn record is all dubstep. You guys ever hear dubstep?
Yeah.
Skrillex, I mean, Skrillex is on our first 2 singles. It's all gigunda drums, you know, with these ridiculous samples over top of them. And I'm playing to a click. The whole record is locked up, synced to a time machine. Total opposite of the last Korn record, where there was no click track, 2-inch tape, no Pro Tools. So my point is, I love my band for experimenting. They don't care. They'll go nuts and just go off the deep end, which is amazing.